It's no secret that, for the most part, everybody hates the prequels, the Star Wars prequels. And George Lucas has really demonized himself with those movies. Himself, he's just one person, people, don't worry about it. We don't have several George Lucases to worry about. Whenever I was introduced to Star Wars, now obviously all 6 movies had been out, but I was introduced via the original trilogy, 4, 5, and 6. And I fucking loved them. 4, 5, and 6, New Hope, Empire Strikes Back, and Return of the Jedi. All amazing movies. I loved all 3 on almost equal plane, although I do just narrowly like A New Hope the best. Just saying, that's just my personal opinion. Not that the other 2 aren't amazing, like I said. But it took me a long time to watch the prequels. I just did that recently. I know. And I do consider myself a big Star Wars fan. I love the community. I love everything that surrounds it, the marketing. I love the people who love it. Like, I love the community that is created. And the movies themselves are amazing. So yes, I very much consider myself a big fan of them. Now, I was not alive when they came out. I was born in 1990, but, so I mean, I can't say that I'm a bigger fan of it than the people who were alive when those came out in movie theaters and then had all that extra time to fall even more in love with it and have it resonate. So I can't claim bigger fandom than them, but when I was introduced, I fell in love with the original trilogy. Now, the prequels. I have some good and some bad to say about it. Like I said, it's no secret that even huge Star Wars fans fucking hate the prequels. Now, whenever I got the movies, I bought them. Walmart and Best Buy and all some other retailers they were releasing all the movies in Blu-ray in the tins. Let me show you really quick what I'm talking about. These are what I'm talking about. They were releasing these, and the covers looked really fucking sweet to me, and I wanted to collect. I'm about to drop this shit. Damn it. And though I must say hesitantly, I went ahead and bought all 6. I went ahead and bought the prequels, and just recently I finally finished all 3. I had finally seen all 3 for the first time. And maybe the last time. Oh, shit. You know, whenever I bought them, and I thought about it, I'm like, there's no way these movies are as bad as everyone says. I mean, I'm sure they're disappointing relatively when you compare them to the originals, but there's no way they're awful. And I was wrong, because they are fucking awful. What the fuck? They didn't even take place on sets. All of that shit was like, it was all on green screen. And like the worst green screen. Visually, it was really disappointing. The whole goddamn thing was like a fucking cartoon. Hardly... My God. They made the Wookiees CG. They just look like stupid fucking Saturday morning cartoons. Darth Sidious was a fucking cartoon. How are you gonna have a fucking villain in a live-action movie, one of the most prominent villains in the movie, as a CG? Motherfucker's not even there. And all the stormtroopers were CG. All really shitty CG. The shit didn't even translate that well. It was... God. And the dialogue. The dialogue, I promise you, was written by a 3-year-old. There's no way that anybody above the age of 3 can write that incompetently.
I don't like sand. It's coarse and rough and irritating, and it gets everywhere.
I'm trying to find the exact words I'm looking here to describe the dialogue. It was function only and only barely. That's the best I can do. It was functionable. I knew what the fuck people were talking about, but there was no emotion in anything anybody said. Like, I understand that the Jedis are supposed to be emotionless fucking voids and just fucking soldiers that do their shit and don't feel anything. But there are some times when they would either be chased by something. Like there are a few scenes they were in a catastrophe. They were there was in the first episode 1. There's that episode with Kai Guan Jinn, Obi-Wan, and the motherfucker who I can't stand, Jar Jar Binks. The worst thing that's ever happened to Star Wars was Jar Jar Binks. They were in that car and they were being chased by a monster. And they're all just chilling out like they're in a taxi. Like there's not a single shred of peril or worry on their faces. And that to me really took me out of it. Like what the fuck? I understand that you're not supposed to feel shit, but you can react. If you're going to make characters and you're going to make movies for human beings to watch, there's got to be some human beings in the fucking movie. Somewhere to relate. And I'm sorry, I'm getting worked up here. And there was another scene whenever, I believe it was episode 3, where they were in the... They were in a ship and they were barreling towards a planet, entering the atmosphere, and everything was on fire, and they're just in there just... No emotion whatsoever. The acting was awful. Now, Ewan McGregor is a good actor, but he was piece of shit in these movies. Liam Neeson is a good actor for the most part, and he was probably the best actor of the trilogy, but it still wasn't that good. The lightsaber babbles. Let's just call them that, lightsaber babbles, because that's about all they were. They were either accompanied by no music or very faint music. I feel like if you're gonna like choreograph some shit, make it epic. But it was so boring. The battles were boring. It was boring. So much about these were bad, man. Too much CG, too much green screen, shitty acting, shitty dialogue. Now, I like the context that it creates for the original trilogy. I will say that. The stories themselves are not that... Well, episode 1's just stupid. There's so much... Politics? We're making Star Wars movies about, like, trading conflicts? Boring as shit. What the fuck? Anyways, my favorite of the trilogy is 3 because... there was just a little bit more going on for it. It was a little bit more epic and it was a little bit better paced. The other ones seemed to never fucking end. With 3, it was the most well-paced, and I liked to see the birth of Darth Vader. As soon as I get finished watching the original trilogy, I went ahead and watched A New Hope, and then I'm going to continue to watch the movies. It brings me in a little bit. I'll say that about the original trilogy. It does invest me more into the universe, but the movies themselves as movies are just fucking awful, man. To me, the worst is 2. Everybody hates 1 the most, and to me, it was bad, but it wasn't as that bad to where it was the worst. To remove Jar Jar Binks and everybody else, and then not make the movie, and that movie would be perfect. I just wanted to get in and rant a little bit on this topic because this is a new discovery for me. I finally bit the bullet and watched these motherfuckers, and they were so bad. I'll probably never watch them again. I have them, and I'll keep them, but I don't know. I have some bigger videos on the way, and I'm trying to create some content to keep some fluidity here while I have the bigger... I'm really excited about some of the stuff I have coming out, by the way. But that's basically what this is. I wouldn't call it filler because I do consider this substance. This is something I care about very much. And just, I wanted to keep some consistency going. So, have you guys seen the original trilogy? If you haven't, don't. But if you have, what was your opinion on it? Did you like how everybody was a cartoon and all the council meetings where everybody was sitting down all the fucking time? All the best conversations happen when everybody's just sitting down. It was stupid, man. Anyways, what do you think about it? Tell me about it. See you guys in the very near future, hopefully.